the soul whispers.
Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung said that. And for many people, that sentence explains almost everything. Because most people think they are making choices, they think this is just who I am. Oh, this is how life goes. This is just my luck. I always end up in the wrong relationships. I always sabotage myself. I always procrastinate. I always feel anxious. I always ruin good things. And so they call it fate, bad luck, personality, circumstance. But what if much of what controls your life is happening underneath your awareness? Jung believed that inside every human being, there is a hidden world, a world beneath the surface. Not evil, not magical, not some horror movie darkness, just unseen. Old wounds, unspoken fears, childhood patterns, suppressed anger, buried shame, forgotten pain, learned behaviors, parts of you that still influence your life, even when you pretend they do not exist. Imagine a man driving a car at night. He believes he's fully in control. His hands are on the wheel, his eyes are forward. He thinks he's choosing the road. But what he does not know is that someone else is sitting in the back seat, quietly giving directions. Old fear, past humiliation, childhood rejection, the need to be loved, the fear of abandonment, the terror of failure. And because he never turns around, he keeps obeying voices he does not understand. That is the unconscious. Many people are not living freely. They are living through patterns they never questioned. A child who grew up feeling invisible may become an adult addicted to approval. A child raised in chaos may unconsciously seek chaotic relationships because calm feels unfamiliar. A person deeply hurt once may sabotage love before love can hurt them again. And they may spend years saying, "Why does this always happen to me?" without realizing they are helping create it. There is an old story about a farmer whose horse ran away. When the neighbors heard, they said, "Such terrible luck." The farmer replied, "Maybe." A few days later, the horse returned, bringing wild horses with it. The neighbors said, "How wonderful." The farmer replied, "Maybe." Later, his son tried riding. One of the wild horses fell and broke his leg. "Terrible luck," they said. "Maybe," said the farmer. Then war came, and every young man was taken to fight, except his injured son. The point is simple. People are constantly judging events without understanding deeper patterns. And often, what we call fate is actually a chain of unseen causes. The unconscious works the same way. People react, judge, blame, repeat. Without ever asking, what inside me is shaping this? And that question changes everything, because self-awareness is uncomfortable. It is much easier to blame bad partners, bad luck, bad timing, society, childhood, other people. And yes, sometimes life truly is unfair, but Jung's point was not that everything is your fault. His point was, if you refuse to understand yourself, you will keep repeating yourself. This is why some people change cities, but not patterns. They change jobs, but not habits. They change partner, but not wounds. They change appearances, but not identity. So life looks different on the outside, but internally, the same unconscious script keeps playing, and this is where the shadow comes in. Jung often spoke about the shadow. The shadow is not just your darkness, it is every part of yourself you rejected. Your anger, your envy, your insecurity, your selfishness, your fear, your ambition, your grief, the pieces of yourself you buried because they felt unacceptable. But buried does not mean gone. It means hidden, and hidden things often gain power. A person who denies their anger may become passive until they explode. A person who denies their pain may numb themselves until they feel nothing. A person who denies ambition may secretly resent those who succeed. The unconscious always finds a way to speak, if not through honesty, then through patterns. This is why Jung believed awareness was liberation, not perfection. Awareness. Because once you can see the pattern, you can interrupt it. Once you notice. I push people away when they get close. Now you have power. Once you notice, I procrastinate because failure scares me. Now you have power. Once you notice, I constantly need validation because I never felt enough. Now you have power. Painful? Yes, but powerful. There is intelligence in looking inward. Not because introspection makes you special, but because unconscious living is expensive. It costs relationships, peace, years, identity. Many highly intelligent people suffer not because they lack ability, but because they never learned themselves. They mastered careers, knowledge, image, but not their own inner world. And what is more dangerous than an intelligent person who is deeply unconscious? Someone capable, but driven by wounds. For those still listening, this is only the beginning. Subscribe.